What's up everyone, it's Chris from Equalize Designz, and in this tutorial today I'm going to show you guys how to create a basic web page using HTML and CSS. So to begin, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's the structure of the site. It allows structure to add different content like text, images, and videos. And in this tutorial today I'm going to show you guys how to create this basic web page right here that has different links. So let's begin. What you're going to need is to make a new folder. You can make it on your desktop, wherever you want to make it at. And inside the folder, you should make a new folder that has images. And you can name it whatever you want to name it. I have 3 images for the 3 different links. So let's begin. So in Dreamweaver, let's make a new file, HTML, and you want to make that an HTML5 document. Let's create it. And I'm going to name this Hello World. Okay. Now I'm going to save this. So I'm going to save this as index.html. The reason why is because index, you have to name your first HTML file index. That's how it goes. So the browser can recognize what's the first page. Save it. And now let's begin. In HTML, you're always gonna have an opening and a closing tag. As you can see here, you have HTML and you have HTML. The opening tag is like that, and the closing tag will always have a backlash. So let's begin. Like the same thing with body as well. So I'm going to create a header first, and I'm going to make div space class equals, and then the name of this div is going to be called header. Close quotes, close it, and I'm going to add a comment to it. And I'm going to call this beginning of header. Close it, and I'm going to copy this, Command C for Mac and Control C for Windows. I'm going to close this div, and I'm going to name this end of header. It's good to have comments. It shows where it begins and starts. That's how I work, that's how I code. The next thing I'm going to add is the content area. So this is going to be div, and this is going to be ID this time. And I'm going to explain the difference between the class and the ID. A class you can use multiple times. If you have different things that have the same feature, different objects, you have a div and you have the class and you want that same feature, you can use it multiple times. In ID, you only use it one time. I'm going to copy that comment I made. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to put at beginning of content. Okay. And then I'm going to close that div. And I'm going to make content. To paste is Command V on Mac and Control V on Windows. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm going to add the footer. This is going to be a class again. Div class equals quotes footer. Close that, and I'm going to paste in that comment. Whoops. Forgot to add the quote here. See? Dreamweaver really helps you out. You can use any one. You don't have to use Dreamweaver. You can use Notepad++ or Notepad, WordPad. Dreamweaver always shows you errors that you make, because without that, it can when you show it in the browser, it might not look right because you might have messed up, maybe missed a quote, or there's always errors sometimes, but you can always go back and refix it. Alright, I'm going to close that footer, and then I'm going to add that comment again, but then I'm going to change it to, oh, I didn't change this one. Give me a second. Okay, so let's save what we have so far, and let's view that in the browser. So, of course, we have a blank document. Now let's add some content into it. So I'm going to start off in the header, and I'm going to add the nav, basically the menu bar that has the links, like these. Okay, so let's go back and let's add these content. So it's going to be nav, opening, close, and then close, add the closing tag. Let's enter it in between it, tab, and I'm going to add this unordered list, UL, close, add the closing tag, and then in between that, let's tab it, and then let's add the list item now, LI, and then now the link, you start with href for reference, equals quotes, and now the first page we're going to add is the page that we're working on, index.html. Close quotes. Close that, and let's give it a name, home, and then let's close that, and then we'll close the list item. Now we can do the code over and over, but I like to work smarter, not harder, so I copy this again, and then I paste it. Whoops. And then now, because we don't have the other pages, we're going to make this a pound for right now. We'll change it later. And this is going to be page 1. And let's do this again. Pound. And page 2. Let's save that and view that in the browser. So we have our links. Now let's add some content to it. Let's add our heading and our paragraph. So we're going to go into the div that has the ID with the content, and we're going to add H1. That stands for the heading. Open it, and then we're going to name this Hello World, like the title. And then we're going to close that tag, and let's save that and view it in the browser. There we go. We have our links and our hello world. There we go. Now let's add our paragraph. So we're going to go enter, and we're going to enter P, that's for paragraph, and then close that, and then let's find some paragraphs. Now I use lorem ipsum. It's a placeholder text, dummy text, and you can use that until you actually have your content ready for your web page or website. So I'm just going to copy this right here. And then Command C, and then in between these tags, I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to save that, and then now I'm going to go back to the browser, go back to our web page, and refresh. Command R on Mac and Control R on Windows to refresh your browser every time you add new content. So this is our paragraph right here. So now let's add our images. In our folder, we have, in my folder, I have a folder inside it called images. This is our document that we're working on, and this is our images. Inside our images folder, we have images. I'm using 3 images for each link. I have 3 links, so 3 images. And I'm going to add this one in first. You just copy the name of it. And let's do the code. So under the paragraph, we're going to click enter, and then we'll put open img space src for source equals quotes, and the name of that folder that's inside our root folder is called images. So images slash, and then let's paste in our image. Close the quotes, space, slash, close. Let's save that and let's view that in the browser. There we go. That's our image. This is a 2-part tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to style it so it looks something like this. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next part. See you.